A very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us on the Daybreak News. Adile, the Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji, has sworn in the newly elected 38 local government chairmen and their vice, urging them to place high premium on the improvement of the security of life and property, as well as revenue generation at their local level. The event held at the Oshutoko Pavilion, Government House Ground in Ado-Ekiti. The report. The oaths were administered on the chairman and the vice chairman by the governor, represented by his deputy, Okinlua Monisade Afuye.
That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct of my official duty. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the position of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Governor Oyebanji, while addressing the gathering, congratulated the chairman and their vice for the success recorded at the just concluded local government election. The governor charged them to hit the ground running by providing adequate, quality and equitable services on a consistent basis.
So the new herdsmen, to whom much is given, much is expected. The task before you is an enormous one. The pressure to perform, even in the face of inadequate resources, we suggest that you have to be innovative, creative, and resourceful. There should be no excuse for failure.
He advised the newly inaugurated council chairman to be magnanimous in victory, saying it became imperative for them to take a cue from his government's passion for prompt and proactive service delivery. Governor Oyebanji also urged them to prioritize security in their locality and embark on projects that have direct impact on the people. He also appealed to the council chairman to embark on aggressive internally generated revenue and as well be fair to every community in project execution and appointments.
We are expected to manage the publicity of your local government policy and ensure no one is left out or behind. I don't want to entertain any political crisis or hostility from any corner. We should all work together as a team and learn to resolve issues amicably. As the chief executive officer of the respective councils, I urge you to do your job with honesty, impartiality, giving hands, compassion, and fairness.
In their separate remarks, the chairman of Ajoni LCDA, Mr. Michael Ogungbemi, and that of Kajola LCDA, Mr. Ujo Adebayo, thanked the governor for the show of love and promised to justify the confidence reposed in them by the people.
To ensure that we make our party leaders proud, to ensure that we do programs that will help the governor's shared priority agenda to be well executed at the grassroots, to ensure that every community matters, and we do all within our means to ensure we make the party proud in the state. In our time, Abiodun Oyebanji will continue to stabilize the party, and we will work vigorously to ensure that the continuity agenda of the APC in the state will continue on the 8 years mandate that we will give to our Mr. Governor.
Adidayo Adile reporting. And in Ondo State, the caretaker chairman of the 18 local government areas and the 33 local council development areas of the state have approached the Court of Appeal to challenge the order of the State High Court, which stopped them from operating in the office. And Ondo State High Court, sitting in Akure, the Ondo State capital, recently stopped the inauguration of the 18 caretaker chairmen as well as the 3 chairmen of the newly created LCDAs. In the appeal filed, the appellants sought another setting aside the 2 rulings in respect of the motions on notice. The Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Mr. Adeoye Aribasoye, has charged the Ekiti people to approach the new year with optimism of a better year. A statement, his special advisor said, assured the Ekiti resident that the legislative arm of government would continue to prioritize lawmaking to enhance the interest and welfare of the masses. Aribasoye congratulated the people for witnessing the new year and promised the commitment of the 7th Assembly towards supporting Governor Oyebanji in his efforts to cushion the economic hardship of the state. Meanwhile, the Speaker has commended members of the 7th Assembly and staff for their dedication and commitment to the advancement of legislative activities. Aribosoye, who gave the commendation during a New Year prayer session, urged participants to see the development of the state as a collective responsibility. The Alawe of Ilawekiti, Oba Ajibade Alabi, has urged indigenes of the community to cooperate with one another in the quest to sustain the level of development attained by the town in 2023. The former chairman of Ekiti Council of Traditional Rulers, in his New Year message, prayed to God for unprecedented success for sons and daughters of the town in the new year. Oba Ajibade listed the development witnessed in the community last year to include the approval of the federal government of St. Teresa Community Hospital to become an annex of the Federal Teaching Hospital Ido-Ekiti and the takeoff of the Federal College of Education. The vice chairman of the Ondo State People's Democratic Party, PDP, Tola Alabere, has been appointed as the acting chairman of the party by the State Executive Committee, thereby deepening the leadership crisis in the party ahead of the November governorship election. 9 out of the 11 members of the State Working Committee had recently suspended the state chairman, accusing him of anti-party activities and actions detrimental to the party's reputation. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has harmonized multiple taxes and levies collected by ministries, departments, and agencies in the state across all business sectors in a single bill. Adeleke gave the information in a statement by spokesperson Malam Olawale Rashid in Osogbo. He quoted Adeleke saying that the initiative was informed by the need to put an end to the incessant challenges of multiple taxation faced by taxpayers in the state. The federal government has announced an expansion of its suspension of accreditation and evaluation of degree and certificate beyond Benin Republic and Togo to include countries such as Uganda, Kenya, and the Niger Republic. Education Minister Tai Maman revealed this during an interview on a national television. Maman emphasized that the government's actions will not be limited to just Benin and Togo. He expressed lack of sympathy for an individual who enrolled in such institutions, bringing them as part of a criminal chain rather than victim. The National Association of Nigerian Students, Benin Republic, has revealed that over 15,000 students in the country have been affected by the recent ban on schools in the region. NAN, for this reason, called for leniency over the ban and validation of degree certificates from the country and Togo. National Newsman, NAN's president of the Benin Republic, Ugochukwu Favor, said that the government should consider legitimately admitted students. Our former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, has written to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, apologizing for our failure to appear before the commission to answer questions on the alleged laundering of 37.1 billion naira during a tenure. The spokesman of the commission, Dele Oyiwale, told newsmen that the former minister wrote to the anti-graft agency explaining that she was not disposed for now to appear before the commission. He added that the commission had directed her to honor the invite without further delay. In the meantime, the operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has stormed the Lagos head office of the Daybreak group of companies. The report says operatives of the anti-graft agency carried out a search on forex allocations to the company during the tenure of Godwin Emefiele as governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. An employee of the company confirmed the incident. Meanwhile, EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyiwale declined comment on the development. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA Tinkan Special Area Command said it's intercepted over 876 1,000 kilograms of various illicit drugs and controlled substances in 2023. In a statement by the area commander, Mohammed Abubakar, the drugs intercepted were cocaine, worth 24 kilograms, cannabis sativa, 852.45 kilograms, and tramadol of 0.003 kilograms, all totaling 876.453 kilograms. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has promised to ensure a level playing field for all political parties and their candidates participating in the proposed February 3, 2024 by-election to hold in Guma constituency of Benue State. The by-election was filled the vacant of Guma State constituency seat after the occupant, Dr. Yanman Otese, took up an executive appointment as the Commissioner for Health and Human Services. The resident electoral commissioner (REC) for Benue State, Professor Sam Ego, sought for the cooperation of all the parties to ensure a free exercise in the constituency during a stakeholders meeting in Guma local government area of Makodi ahead of the poll. Foreign military, the United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed Ahmad has conferred the Medal of Independence of First Order of the Nigerian Ambassador to the country, Mohamed Rami. For more on foreign news, let's join Damilola Odulam Ladi.
Guinea-Bissau President Omar Mbalo has sacked Prime Minister Gado Martins just a week after reinstating him to the post. Mr. Martins was first appointed Prime Minister in August, but lost the position earlier this month when President Mbalo dissolved the government following a failed coup attempt on December 1. The president then reappointed Mr. Martins as PM last week. A presidential decree issued on Wednesday announced that the Barons, who previously served as West African nation's transitional prime minister between 2012 to 2014, would replace Mr. Martins. The goalkeeper and assistant coach of an Algerian top-flight club have been killed in a team bus crash. The goalkeeper and assistant coach of an Algerian top-flight club have been killed in a team bus crash, prompting the National Federation to call off all matches this weekend. The Algerian Football Federation said 10 other players from the squad were injured in the accident as the team traveled north to their weekend feature against GS Kabylie. And in China, 12 people have been killed and 13 others injured in a mining accident in northeast China. State media said that the incident took place at a coal mine on the outskirts of this city. The accident, which involved a vehicle in the mine's inclined shaft, caused 12 deaths and 13 injured, and the injured have all been sent to hospital for treatment. And finally, on the foreign scene, the Italian government says it will take in 1,500 refugees and asylum seekers from Libya over the next 3 years, following an agreement with the UN's Refugee Agency. The latest deal is an extension of previous resettlement initiatives in which Italy evacuated 1,300 refugees and asylum seekers